Well, good evening there, YouTubers. It is the 12th of October, 2022. And welcome back to another edition here with me, JJ, your boy. This is going to be something different. Since I don't have my hands on the new graphics cards and stuff like that just yet. We are going to do a review on the Nvidia RTX 4080. I'm going to take and go up some news and I'm going to bring it to you, and then we're going to bring it all the way down to... I always do that. Oh my goodness. But anyway, we're going to do some B-roll for you, so do stick around and do enjoy the show. Well, welcome back once again. I know it seems like, it's one of those days to where it's deja vu. I just been having one of those days, but I'm not going to bring it here. That's not what we're going to do. I'm going to bring up what I was going to tell you. I know this card's not getting too much attention, but I think I'm going to give it a little bit of attention because nobody else is really giving it much attention. And that is the RTX 4080. Now, they just got done saying with the 4090, the RTX 4090, that it will pull like between 400 to 600 watts. Okay. Well, the 4080, what does that pull? What kind of wattage is that pulling? I bet you any money it'd pull between 225 watts and all the way up to about 350, 400 watts just by itself. Now, this is the 16 gigabyte 4080. This is not the other one, the 12 gigabyte. We're not going to do the 12 gigabyte. Because I have a feeling that it's with it being, like everybody says, a cut down card, that's not going to get my attention. Because, why are you going to pay for half the performance but pay double for it? Well, let me explain that. Okay, when you take performance, right, in a card, let's say the card has 10,000 CUDA cores. Okay. Now you take the 10,000 CUDA cores, you put it up on your 16 gigabytes, right? You put it on your best VRAM card because it's 10,000 CUDA cores. But you turn around, you cut it in half, and then you make a lower card. Okay, what, for $200, $300? Well, that doesn't seem like it's worth it because you're cutting half the performance for just little to no price variation. Now, I can see if they decided to take and, let's say, they decided to do this. I'm going to pull out the calculator. So, what we're going to do, I know the pricing should be at the end, but I'm going to do it right here really quick. If we took the $11.99 and we divide that by 2, right? Y'all should know the answer to this. That's $599.50. Now, why are you going to take and charge me $900 for a card that's only going to give me half the performance, like for $600? So if you took the and minus the $899, I mean, that's $300 difference. There's a $300 difference right here. $300 difference, right? So why wouldn't you charge me, instead of $899 for the 4080 12 gigabytes, why wouldn't you charge me like $529 or $539? That would have been fair for half the performance. You know, y'all do the math and it's right in front of you. I just had that little bit of a, a little bit of a thought about that, because, I know, and look, I'm not bashing Nvidia for what they do with their pricing. They build it. It's their product they're selling. So, all we can do is buy their product that they're selling. So, but basically, they're telling us it's ultra fast. They're telling us that it has the horsepower to play the games and everything else. But do remember, in November, when the 4080 does come out, guess what's coming right behind it? AMD. AMD's cards are coming out in November. So this is going to be the battle of the two biggest boys on the block. Okay, AMD and Nvidia, with the battle of who's going to have the best card in November. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen, and we will keep you informed. When we get the news, we will keep you informed right here of what's going to be happening. Just to let you know, we will keep you informed. And if we decided if we can get our hands on these fabulous cards, these miraculous cards to test out, I'll be doing a live stream right here and be testing it out with y'all. So y'all do stick around. This is not over with. This is just begun right here. Right here on JJ's PC Builds. Just to let you know, it's just begun. So getting back to it, we're going to go ahead and look at what they're going to say. They're saying ultra performance and features for enthusiast gamers and creators. So basically this card's got a hell of a capture card on it, and it's got a hell of a gaming card on it, and it's all wrapped up into one bundle. So it's proof in the pudding. To me, it's proof in the pudding. When I get my hands on it to test it, that'll be proof in the pudding. When I put it through total chaos, and at the end, if it still survives, then I know for a fact I will tell you it is right. I will tell you it's the right card for you. But until then, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you to buy this until I've tested it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to tell you to buy something if it's not, not the kind of card you want to buy. Okay, you want to buy this. And if you want to buy this, it'll be up on you. Because if you buy it and it turns around and it's crap, see, I'd rather buy it myself than have y'all buy it and find out you spent all that money for nothing. I'd rather buy it myself, test it out, and show you live, real time, if it's really worth it or not. Just the first say. But right now, we're going by the reports that they got. It's supposed to be the ADA Lovelace architecture. As you can see right here, this is their architecture. It's impressive. It's impressive, but like I said, the proof's in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. Performance-wise, this is what they're saying. Microsoft Flight Simulator. The 4080, the 16 gigabytes versus the 12 gigabytes versus the RTX 3080 Ti. Okay, they're trying to base this up on these numbers. It looks like the 3080 Ti falls short of the 4080, the 16 gigabyte. And it seems like the 4080 12 gigabyte falls short of the 16 gigabyte. It looks like the 16 gigabyte for Flight Simulator is the winner of this little bout. And Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide, it looks like again the RTX 4080 16 gigabyte takes the lead bigger than life, and it takes it by almost double what almost double what the original performance is. But sorry about this. But who knows what the original performance is? See, that's another key thing too. Originally, what are they basing the performance on? What is the baseline of this performance? We'll find out. We'll let you know the baseline of this. But it looks like they're using the 3080 Ti as, just in my opinion, they're using the 3080 Ti as a baseline. And they're saying the 3080 Ti gets 1x across the board. Okay, I ain't never seen no video card get the same performance in every game 1x across the board like this. As it's shown right here on the graph, they say Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide is like almost 2 times the amount that the 12 gigabyte card is. The 4080 12 gigabyte, it's saying it's almost doing double on Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide. Cyberpunk 2077 with the new RT overdrive, and y'all know RT means ray tracing. They're saying that it does 3 times above 3x compared to the 12 gigabyte version, which was only doing about maybe about 40% less. So the one that they're selling for $899 is doing 40% less than the one they're selling for, $1,200, somewhere in there. And if you bought the 3080 Ti, it's definitely going to take a loss, because in Cyberpunk, more than likely what they're saying is that their own card that they designed, their own card, will only give up the ghost about maybe between 60 and 90 FPS on the 3080 Ti. I'm just taking a guess, don't quote me on it. But they're saying that you're getting over to 100 to 200 FPS up on the over 100 FPS on the 12 gigabyte card, and you're getting over 180 to 200 FPS on the 16 gigabyte card. That's hard to believe, truthfully. Well, actually, it's not. I'll give them some credit if it does. I'm sure there's more. There's more people out here that's done the testing and everything else. Like I told you, this is just an estimate. This is not the real world numbers. The only way you're going to get real world numbers is if I test it and I have the product in my hand to give you a real world number. So that's just to let you know. I'm not going to give you fake statistics or anything else. This is on their site. This is their numbers. I'm giving you the quote on their numbers. Not mine, theirs. So moving on. And these are the differences between the two scenes. As you can see, what the difference between ray tracing and non-ray tracing is. Okay. The difference between DLS off, DLS 3.0 off, and difference with DLS 3.0 RT on. They're trying to show you the difference between the two. I'm not going to hit the play button, is because I don't want to be demonetized until I get over 1,000 subscribers and, you know, and get over 4,000 hours in view time, and, you know, for the channel to lift itself up, then we can do some, you know, we can start doing some live videos from other places as well. But until the meantime, we work with what we have. This is what we do. We make the best of the worst. So looking at it, and they're telling us the performance, the AI performance with the tensor cores, you know, and everything else. They're saying the high quality frameage. Okay, don't get me wrong. I've seen other reviewers test about this. I still think, in my opinion, I wouldn't mind testing this against the 3090 Ti in the same computer, same configurations and everything, against the 4090, the RTX 4090, or the 4080, because I think the 4080 is going to be more of your budget video card. It's kind of looking that way. But anyway, moving on. They're trying to show this in milliseconds. Victory measured in milliseconds. And you know what that looks like right there. That almost look. They're trying to show you in that picture that what it's trying to do there, you know, in milliseconds. Okay. I've tested this AMD iGPU on milliseconds and caught it on milliseconds. Like I said, when it comes time for me to start testing this, I'm going to test the hell out of it. And you know what? I'm going to give you my honest answer. I'm going to be doing all the testing myself from A to Z, checking every little bit by every meter that I got. And it shows that you can do a lot of creativity and stuff like that. Look, I'm not here to blow smoke up everybody's butthole. Oop. So, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to tell you this is the greatest in the world. I'm not here to tell you it's the worst in the world. I have no idea. I'm just reporting on what they're saying right here to us. Until I get my hands on it, I'm just going to keep reviewing the information that keeps coming in hand, and I'm going to keep bringing it to you. And then we're going to see more and more and more if it's really going to be worth the bang of the buck. I mean, it's your money. I'm not telling you how to spend it, but I am telling you, I'm a conservative. Me. Look, I'm a conservative. And understand that. I want to save the next man more than they have been saving themselves when it comes to building and everything else. Look, no one's ever given me that opportunity, but I'm bringing it to you. If I see there's a way you can save money and building a system that's adequate, that's going to get you where you're going, I'd rather do that. I'd rather, you know, make sure you get where you're going so you can be happy with it for the next 5 years or 10 years. Oh, I gotta take a drink, guys. I gotta take a drink. And yes, 52 ounces right here. I keep this by me all the time. 52 ounces. And don't quote me on it, Circle K. There it is. Circle K. I'm busted. But anyway, let's get back to it, shall we? Okay, let's get down to it. Let's finish this out. Let's get to the specs of it all. Right here. Let's look and see what we got here. The 16 gigabyte GeForce RTX 4080 Comes with the Nvidia CUDA cores 9728. I'm showing you in real time. I'm reading it to you in real time. Boost clocks, gigahertz 2.51. Memory size 16 gigabytes. Memory type GDDR6X. That's for the 16 gigabyte, 12 gigabyte. You got CUDA cores 7,680. Okay, let's do the math. Just real quick. Let's do the math on this. Okay, let me bring this over here real quick. So you got 9,728, right? So you minus 7,680 gives you a total of 2,048 CUDA cores you're not getting from the 12 to the 16, right? So we said 300. We said $300, so we take and divide that by 300. So that gives you a 6.82% for your $300 that you're only getting. You're only paying 6%, almost 7% for your $300. That's not a lot. Basically, what they're saying is, if you get the 12 gigabyte card, you're not going to get all of the DLSS tracing or DLSS 3 tracing, and ray tracing. You're not going to get as much. You're not going to get as much DLSS 3. You know, kind of, you got to chip off the other things that go along with this. So basically, your 12 gigabyte here is equal to your 3090 Ti, and that is $899. So what they're saying here is, you get the 12 gigabyte, we're going to equal that to the 3090 Ti, if that makes sense to you. So basically, if you go and look up for the 3090 Ti, you get it for like, what, $600-700 now? Depends on where you get it from. You get it used, you can get it for $600-700. You get it brand new, you probably paid $800 to $1,000 for it. So basically, this 12 gigabyte is their alternative to you. Look at how much CUDA cores the 3090 Ti has. Look how much ray tracing it has. Look at the DLSS it has. Kind of weigh between the two to see where it weighs. Which one's going to give you more and which one's going to give you less. So it's just do it in the math. It's not hard. If you just want to go up to like a $1,200 card and get 4 extra gigabytes for that extra $300, $350, somewhere in between there, then basically, you know, you're only getting 4 extra gigabytes. With paying $900 for this card, could be a good deal. Could last you 5-10 years. Who knows? Depends on what you want. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not knocking Nvidia. Nvidia does make good products. Okay. They really do. Just like Asus, just like AMD, just like everybody else, everybody makes good products. But it's who makes the best products. That's the key. Who makes the best products for the less price? That's even more key. More value, less price. You know, you go to the grocery store, what do you look for? The more value and the low price. You know, you can always get the cheap stuff that's off onto the side and get the low price, but guess what? You're not getting the value. It's just like with graphics cards. It's the same thing. Let's say you're hell-bent, you want to order from China, right? Now their price on their Nvidia cards, let's say that, just as an example, they're $40.90, is half the price it is over here in the United States. Half the price. So you say, well, okay, well, with shipping and everything, you got an extra 17, 20 bucks. So I'm going to order from China. But what they don't tell you is value versus price. Because China's value, and I'm not knocking you, China, but I'm going to have to tell you, all your products from the chipset manufacturing that you put into your cards, you might put your chipset on new motherboards, but you're giving everybody used chips. You even say that, even in AliExpress you say that you get used chips on new motherboards or new PCB boards. So do your math. Over here you get new chips, new PCB, there you go, and a warranty. You get a warranty. So do the math on that too. You want a warranty or you want it to break on you. What happens if the card breaks on you? What are you going to do with it then? You're just going to throw it in the garbage. E-waste, more e-waste. It breaks, you throw it in the garbage, there's nothing you can do about it. Because returning something back to China is the most difficult thing to do right now, especially with everything going on. That's the most difficult thing to do. But anyway, this video is getting really long, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up really quick. But anyway, make sure y'all like and subscribe. I am working to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours to start doing some live streaming, the homegrown kind of live videos that everybody does here on YouTube. So if you like, subscribe. It would help us out greatly, help make the channel grow, and we got more videos coming out. So y'all stick around for that. And until the next time, this is JJ, your boy. We will see you later.